Hello and welcome to the Discovery Channel with me, your host, Bear Grylls. And today, on USEC vs Wild, we're going to be surviving in the wooded area of Tarkov, aptly named Woods. Spawning in with the bare essentials we require to survive, we're going to be all on our own, and we're going to have to make our way through the treacherous terrain to reach safety. As you can see, we've only bought the essential items that we require to survive. For example, the GoPro helmet. As you can see here, we've got some flashbang grenades. That's going to help us against the sexual predators. We've got our trusty medical supplies, a paracord, a jacket, and some dank headphones. Those are going to play some sweet tunes while we try and survive. We've also got our trusty rusty knife that we found in the kitchen drawer. When stranded in a place like this, the most important thing to do is assess your situation. So as you can see here, we're going to be utilising our compass that we found in the cereal box and deciding on which way to go. However, the compass is just confusing me as there's two arrows and I'm unsure which one to follow. So the classic rule of thumb is to, if you see water, follow it, as 90% of the time, water will lead you to civilization. This could save your life. While trudging through the trees, we encounter our first hostile predator. A Russian male, roughly 40 years old, definitely ready to pounce on my tasty cheeks. The best option for me is to get out of there and run in the opposite direction. While running in the opposite direction, I come across this convoy, which I know contains some of the tastiest of supplies. We want to salvage anything we can, and we're in a bit of luck, as we found some medical supplies, which are going to come in real handy later on. As you can see here, we've got a supply crate, which can also contain some useful, essential tools. There we go. We found some matches, useful for creating bonfires, some tubing, which we can hook up to our penis and drink our own piss, and some fuel. Moving on, once again, I found some water. I tried to drink from it, but there seems to be some invisible force field stopping me. So I gave up, and hope that I can soon find some more water to hydrate myself. Further along the path, I come across this abandoned encampment. It's absolutely crucial that you're extremely wary in encampments like this, as predators still use these encampments to store their supplies. As you can see here, we found some rations, but I don't like the taste of them. They taste like arse cheeks, so we're going to leave them be. Checking out this table, it's full of blood, a sad reminder of the pains of war. While trying to grab this apple juice, an invisible barrier seems to shove me backwards, but we manage. Now with the second sweetest nectar of the gods in our inventory, we're ready to move. This tent would be a great place to set up camp for the night. However, like I said, predators tend to lurk in this area, so it's extremely vital that we keep moving. Looting a supply crate, we found some packets of sugar. These are rich in proteins, extremely important and extremely useful. We've also found a bottle of water, which will come in handy later, and a can of Tushonka, which actually has more protein than a small child. We gather all the supplies we can, and we head out. Further along the path, we come across another tent. Just like the last one, we decide to loot it. But while looting, we hear a noise outside. The predators must be returning. In fear for our buttholes right now, we decide to throw a flashbang grenade and run for our sweet lives. My cheeks have never been so clenched. But we managed to get out alive. We lived to fight another day. We then come across a mountain range, and this would be a good place to find some shelter and chow down on the food we found. A place to stop, rest, gather ourselves, and replenish some of that used energy. We've been running for a long time now, with quite a heavy load weighing us down. So it's good to sit here and just get some of that energy back that we've been using. Like I said, drinking that apple juice and chowing down on that shonka, which like I said before, has more protein than a small child. Although I'm not sure which one I prefer the taste of. After keeping a sharp ear and eye out and trying to gather our surroundings, we decide it'll be time soon to move forward. We once again check our compass to see if it's now finally decided to work, or if I can now understand how it works. Alas, we do not. It's now time to make our own way in a random direction with the hopes that we'll make it out of this forest alive. Further down the line, we come up against a cliff face, and one misstep leads us to breaking our ankles. Ouch. With the panic and pain setting in, fear starts to rise. We know we have to act swiftly. Luckily for us, we've got some medical supplies that could help us in this situation. We decide to take cover behind some trees while fixing our legs. As everybody knows, a small bit of red tape is definitely going to fix a broken leg in a matter of seconds. Once we've taped our legs back together, we're ready to roll out again. While making our way through the wilderness, I reminded myself of a story I once heard from a Chinese man at the local bus stop. He told me that his uncle once got lost in the woods with no supplies and no clothes. 3 days later, they found him in a strip club with $5 stuffed between his arse. As you know, you have to be extremely careful, especially in these areas, as the Russian sexual predators can be lurking anywhere. That's why I like to avoid these big encampments and stick away from large rocks. I see a large rock in front of me that looks extremely suspicious, so I decide to back up and find another way around. Further down the line, I figured this would be a good place to have a sip of that water. Not quite realizing how rationing works, I accidentally drink it all. Now my water supplies are running extremely low, which means we're going to have to find some in the near future. I'm now stuck, paralyzed for some reason, from the neck down. I'm bugged in the floor. But a smelly gypsy once told me that eating a packet of sugar is the best cure for paralysis, so I decided to try it out. Turns out that gypsy was goddamn right. Further on down the line, we come across this cliff face. Perfect to set up camp, find some shelter, and get some rest. Now it's just time to find a good position to make our bed. As you can see, over here, we've got a nice clear opening, so what we're going to do is we're going to use our jacket as a pillow, lay down, and get some rest. Stay here for the night, and wake up in the morning feeling refreshed. As I was resting, I remembered, actually, it's already the morning, and it's only been 10 minutes so far. What the hell am I doing? It's time to carry on moving. At this point, I came across a small encampment with a campfire that I thought, hey, that's useful. We could use this to make ourselves a fire and get some well-needed warmth to our testicles. Having freezing testicles can be severely dangerous in these kinds of situations, as freezing testicles has a 90% chance of your testicles being sucked back up into your stomach as they're searching for warmth. Once in the stomach, they have a chemical reaction with the stomach acid, and that can lead you to exploding. No one wants this. I decided to try and figure out how to light the fire, maybe by throwing some fuel on there. And the matches. Alas, nothing happens. I guess luck is not on our side today. A bit later on, I came across this downed aircraft. A Nigerian priest once told me, while fiddling with my testicles, that if you find a downed aircraft, go to the left wing and follow the direction that the left wing's facing, and that will lead you to safety. I decided to test his theory out myself. Now, green smoke can be an extremely good sign. This could mean rescue, safety. However, it can also mean Russian sex dungeon. So I was extremely cautious while approaching. Once I was nearer to the entrance, I could smell what's inside, and it gave me instant PTSD, flashbacks to when I was consumed by Russian seamen. I decided to give that one a miss and find another route home. While wandering the woods, I encountered a local. These locals are fierce and carry weapons with them. They tend to shoot on sight, so you do need to approach with caution. Using the cover of trees to my advantage, I decided to have a look, but he started shooting at me. So I decided the only logical option now is to retreat into the woods. While hiding in a bush, I decided to have my stun grenade at the ready. I waited him out until it was safe to move. On our way further in, we encountered an encampment. I do believe this is where the local came from. He seems to have massacred, however, everyone inside. Luckily for me, this encampment was full of rapists. So the local was technically doing me a favour by killing them, giving me the opportunity to look around and get some juicy loot. As you can see here, the local showed no mercy. he clearly had some form of vengeance. On the way out, I discovered music to my ears, what seemed to be a miracle from God, some pineapple juice. I decided to chug that down, and while I was chugging that down, I noticed on the floor next to me some soap. Wonderful news for us, and a great asset to take with us for the rest of the journey. In case we do indeed encounter any sexual predators, we can use this as lube to soften the blows. Now, with the extract in sight, the feeling of joy and victory running through us, only then to be taken away as we realise the compass has done us over and we're at the wrong place. Now we have to soldier on through the rest of the map. In desperation, we look in this duffel bag to see if we can find any food. Alas, it is empty. Bollocks. Moving on, we come to find a bus shelter, which will provide extremely good shelter from the rain and could also prove useful with some information. However, I cannot read pixelated Russian, so pretty fucked. I decided to once again check this duffel bag to see if we can find any more food. Alas, we found croutons and some moonshine. Moonshine can be extremely useful if we want to kill ourselves with alcohol poisoning. We'll save that one for later. While eating these croutons, the rain decides to stop. The skies open up, blue, clear as day. Things are starting to look up for us. And now, only minutes away from extraction, freedom, survival. The blood once again rushes to our shaft as excitement fills our underwear. Now at extract, we realise we're in the wrong damn place once again. So we give it a swift fuck you, world, knowing that we now have to track back through the map for the extraction once more. We decide maybe we can trick the extraction. Maybe if we pretend that we're not extracting, but then surprise it, it will let us extract. However, this clearly was not an option. Now with the panic setting in, and only mere minutes before we go missing in action, we have to vigorously run all the way to the other side of the map. Funny story, we were actually closer to the extraction at the beginning than we are now. My mistake. We made it to the beach, where we once again checked our useless compass, realizing that this compass is about as useful as the compass in Pirates of the Caribbean. However, we then get very close to the end. The end is now in sight. Mere meters away, this must surely be the extraction. Surely, we have made it. Just one simple object in the way, and that is a tree. But yes, we have made it, and excitement fills our pants. Goodbye, cruel world. Goodbye.
Hello, yes, it's me, Tasteless. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Appreciate all the support. If you did like the video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as we're almost at 500 subscribers. And at 500 subscribers, we will be doing a giveaway, as you know. And also, please comment, as it helps with the YouTube algorithm. And with that, I hope you guys have a nice day, and peace out.